Okay.
I didn't snap,
All right.
but you got it.
That's all right. All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Morning Motivational Rant. I am your host, Dino the Genetic Marvel, and with me, as always, my co-host, Crystal Morency. How are you today, Crystal?
I'm doing good. How are you? You look kind of like meh.
I think I started my myriad today. I've had a very, very weird day. It's been okay. Let's talk about a few things. So, me and Crystal had a long talk yesterday. We were going over various topics and everything.
I apologize.
No apology necessary. Now, usually, before any of my friends would be to contact my spouse, they would usually come to me and be like, "Hey, I'm going to send this email. Do you mind?" Now, Crystal decided to send an email to my wife.
You first.
Very, very much. And you know what? No. The email was very beautiful. And then Victoria was like, "Can you come over here so you can read it?" And I was like, "Okay." So I read it, and
it was a woman thing.
Yeah. Oh no, totally. It was fine.
Because if I would have talked. No, the thing is, though, if I would have told you first, it's because you had mentioned you're eventually going to have to touch base with Victoria, right? And then I was watching the podcast, and I was like, ugh. I was like, I probably should touch base with Victoria. But if I had talked about it with you first, and then it would have been like me and you were in on it together, whereas if I do it as a woman to woman, it's better, right?
Oh, no. Absolutely.
And all I did was say how much you love her, so I think that was pretty awesome.
No, it was great. It was fantastic, and you know what? And I'm happy that it was. It was very, very kind of you and very nice. She in turn responded, and you two have been talking now. Now this has resulted in Victoria today being overly affectionate with me, and I am just expecting to be stabbed or I'm expecting poison to come out of walls, lasers to shoot my eyes. It makes me extremely uncomfortable. And this is why. So people,
is that why you have the puss face?
I don't like being touched. I don't like being hugged and stuff. And that's the thing is, I had a very loving childhood. Okay, my parents were very affectionate, very kind. It was great. But I am highly uncomfortable with it.
I apologize for your wife touching you, Dino.
I cannot tell what's happening on your screen, so this is very fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's so funny because during your whole rant there, you were frozen like this.
Okay.
It's you this time.
That was me this time. It was me this time, so we're still recording. We just went off and on our thing. So, So Victoria's been highly overly affectionate to me, and I'm like, "Stop touching me, you weirdo! I don't understand what's happening. I don't like it." And that's why it's the same thing is and this is let me give you guys an idea.
You have a puss face.
Well, it's okay. So this is the thing is that starts me on a very, very weird state of mind, right? Because I went out today to get I had to buy some smokes and stuff, so I went to the gas station. I filled up Victoria's car with gas, because I do that. If I notice it's empty, I'll fill it up, right? Because we both use the car and everything, it's fine. Yeah. My car is just sitting in the driveway doing nothing, right? So, in turn, some guy, I was wearing a mask, he was wearing a mask, he came a little bit too close. My first reaction was I was just in a very, very sensitive state. So my first intention was, I'm going to kick the shit out of this guy, because he's coming too close to me, and I don't like it. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just calm down. And I just looked at him. I was like, maybe we could leave a little more room there, buddy. And he was like, oh, yeah, no, sorry. And I was like, okay. And then, as I got closer, another thing happened where someone with no mask just came in, and they were like, I got to go in line. And this is the thing is, people, when they have to back up in line, they're just as bad as when they back up a car. They're horrible in general. So this lady butted in front because she was already there and had to get more money or whatever. Don't give a shit. But she had no mask and no sense of social distancing. And it really aggravated me. And that's the thing is, it's a difficult thing because just we're being indoctrinated with the whole social distancing, don't go near each other, everyone is a threat, someone might die, any second something might happen, And and this causes a lot of distress for me. So when I'm already in this very, very hyper-aware state where I'm expecting something, I'm expecting to get shivved at some point. If suddenly I see a face appear here, I'm like, whoa, I'm ready to attack. And And this is what's caused this. And
So
Victoria,
I fucked it up even more for you.
well, yeah, it just kind of got hyper escalated. And Victoria, she loves it when this happens because then she's like, she'll come up and she'll just start rubbing my forearm, and I'm like, stop touching me! I don't like it! Just leave me alone!
She's hilarious.
And
She
so-
loves to make you cry and make you feel awkward. I love it.
Because that's the thing is, there are very few situations where I will be uncomfortable. Like I will just fake it. I won't, I will just run with it.
Yep. Yep.
And that's why is when she sees me out of my comfort zone, like she really enjoys it because she knows it's not. But I'll just be like, "Can you just fuck off? Can you just fucking leave me alone? Can you just?" And she's like, "I love you so much." And I'm like, "Stop touching me! I don't like it. Leave me alone." And that's that kind
I
of.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
Victoria,
And that's-
give
and
him
see, this is-
raspberries.
no, if you no, don't start things with me because I will punch you right in the face. I will punch you right in the face. I have no qualms. I am not a sexist person. I will punch you if you try and raspberry me.
As soon as
you're gonna get this right in
COVID's
your fucking
over,
mouth.
I'm totally rasping you. As soon as
You're,
COVID's over,
you're
wait
totally
for
gonna
it.
get your entire fucking torso caved in by my giant fucking fist. Okay? I'm not sexist. I treat everyone equally. I will punch you right in the fucking mouth. No, I'm not gonna punch anybody in the mouth.
Just a baby.
Just a baby. A baby I would.
A baby.
Their shifty little eyes. Stealing all the titties. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Anyways, so yeah, if you ever do that again, I'm
Anyway.
gonna hunt you down. Just so you know. Yeah, please don't do that. Please
Okay.
don't do that. Don't do.
You told me
You know,
to.
I'm happy. I am happy. I am very happy for you and Victoria to have open communication.
You told me
It's
to.
great.
Did you not tell me to yesterday, or did I
No.
totally read that wrong?
No, I said it. What I said, okay, this is what I said was, listen, I would never ask you to go deal with something that I'm not willing to deal with. The only time I would be if Victoria took something wrong and thought it was inappropriate, then I would say you need to talk to her because I'm not going to fight this. You
Dino,
have to earn that
If
place.
you watch our podcast, it looks like I try to I'm like, hey, Dino, hey, Dino.
See-
and I'm like, you look good in that. Oh, Dino, don't say you're fat. Oh, Dino, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God. It looks like, and I'm always like, Dino's my comic crush and all this stuff. Everyone's going to think that I want me some Dino, so I want to clarify that to the woman that it matters to. That I love him for a whole different kind of way.
Let's be very clear. It matters to every woman out there. I'm a sexual icon.
Yeah. You're like the Brad Pitt of comedy.
That's not that. There is no Brad Pitt of comedy. So that's it's right there. I just don't exist. See, this is the thing is like I like as somebody who is aspiring to be a professional comic, I love applause and when I can make people laugh, it makes me so happy inside. It makes my cold dead heart beep. Like that's what it really just it gets me. But then when people are just physically affectionate to me, I'm like, do not fucking touch me. I want to rip your arms off. Like it makes me really uncomfortable. And I have a lot of friends that are like, hey, and I'm like, can you just not fucking touch me? And the thing is, what I love, and this is something that I take a lot of joy in, is that a lot of women are huggers, and they'll hug me, and I've done this to Crystal too. She's like, hey, and I'm like, oh,
And he's
okay.
like this.
And I'll just go like this, yeah, okay,
This.
and I'm like,
He goes like
that's,
this.
yeah. I'm like, that's
And
enough.
I get
Just
right up in
get
there.
off
I'm
me.
like, oh, hi, Dino.
No, Crystal does not get right up in there. She does not get right up in there.
I know.
Very clear.
No. Wait a second. No,
I'm gonna wake up.
but it's
I'm
so
gonna wake
funny,
up with
though.
a knife to my neck and a knife to my balls. That's what I'm gonna wake up to. Going,
Crystal, who?
somebody got up in there, did they? And I'm like, no. It's not.
Yeah, it's so funny because I'm exactly like you, but I won't touch everybody. Like, I have certain people where I'm cool with, right? If I don't think that you're going to pop a boner as soon as I touch you, then I'm willing to touch you. But if somebody touches me without my, even family, anybody, touches me without my knowing it's going to happen, I get super, if I'm lucky, I don't carry. Like, or else I'd be in jail.
And that's the thing is like, and I was telling you something. Every just about every day I usually go to Starbucks to pick up a coffee. I go through the drive-through.
Because he's Starbucks douche.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I got money. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me because I can afford Starbucks. Okay.
I
grew up with Tim Hortons. It's fine.
This is me.
I've elevated.
This is me.
But
showing my jealousy is because that's how you show your jealousy. Is you be a douche to somebody.
it's true. But so the funny thing is that I'll even say to them, they're like, oh, Howard, because I'll chat them up, and I honestly, it's a little bit of joy for me because I bring some A game and just start riffing around the spot. Like they'll be like, how's your day? And I'm like, how's your day? And they're like, oh, well, I go, you got to deal with these assholes that are lined up behind me. I know your day sucks. I'm just trying to make you guys laugh, because every time I'm like, they'll be like, what can I get you? And I'm like, how's your day? And they're like, it's okay. How's yours? And I'm like, fantastic. And I always say fantastic, even if I'm having a shit day. Like I'll pull up like this, and as soon as we start talking, I'm like, hey, how are you? Looks like you're having a great day. Now this results. So every time I pull up to the window and they're like, how are you? And I'm like, fantastic. All of a sudden, like 10 heads will pop out from behind all the machines and be like, hey man, I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, exactly. And so this keeps on happening. And the funny part is that, like, then I'll start cracking wise and be like, hey, and this is the best thing, is there's a new trend. So Starbucks has taken that for now. I have very sensitive teeth, so I ask for a straw if they don't provide it. So there was a video from about 6-7 years ago now of a turtle in the ocean that had a straw up its nose, and people were like, you can't have straws anymore, it's dangerous.
Oh my goodness.
Now this is the thing. Number one, I've seen a lot of people with straws up their nose, and they were just fine. Number one. Number two.
I was so thinking that.
Everybody thinks that. Okay, number two, I don't really give a shit. I have sensitive teeth, and I put my stuff in the proper bins. So you know what? Go to hell. Now, all that being said, my big thing is this. A lot of companies have taken the time to go to using recyclable straws or zippy cups.
Oh, I hate those fucking paper straws.
Everybody hates those paper straws. I have a close friend who does a wicked bit about it, just because they essentially unravel, so you're trying to time out drinking as fast as you can so they don't go to shit. Now, that being said, they come up and I get a zippy cup for my drink, and they're like, do you need a straw? And I'm like, it's a zippy cup. Why would I want a straw? They're like, people have been asking. I'm like, so what you should do is not give people who ask for a straw for a sippy cup. What they should get is no coffee, just the straw, and be told to
just
fuck off.
Just your sippy cup, buddy. Just your sippy cup and a blankie, and you're good to go.
Not even that. They get just the straw and told to fuck off. Here's your straw, fuck off, you idiot. Like, if you can't figure out how to use a sippy cup, you're an idiot. Yeah.
I'm really sorry that I put you this way today.
No, it's fine.
Because you are some kind of on it.
And that's why I'm like, I get aggravated. And that's the thing is, like,
talk
little
to me
things.
About it.
I'm very see, and this is, and I don't want to, like, we've been talking about being sensitive to other people's emotions and what a lot of people are going through and everything, and that's why I don't want to make this stupid, right? Like, I don't want people to think that I'm full of shit, but like I like things a certain way, and I don't like change. It takes me time to be okay with change, and that's not. And I'm not saying that change is bad, but it just takes time. So like little things, like somebody who leaves a drawer open like they just don't close it all the way. I'm like, can you just please close the drawers? Because like little things like that, I'm like, that's how a drawer is meant to be closed. You open it, you take it what it is, and you close the drawer. If you don't close the drawer,
2 fucking seconds.
What is wrong with you? Why are you doing such horrible things?
It takes 2 fucking seconds. I get it.
That's kind of it's little things like that start to, and at days like today, I'm finding that I notice those things a lot more. And, I'm feeling super.
That's how I figured out I'm going to be alone forever, is because everything was bothering me. I'm like, oh, fuck.
I have
like,
no
stop being
idea.
such a
And
cunt.
Nick just got kicked out again. This is going swimmingly. There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
I
You were
feel
saying.
ya. I feel ya, because I get really, like, I'm nice and everything, and
Yeah.
I'm super, like, I love people, and I'm the same way. I walk into a store, I say hi to everybody that will say hi to me back. You know, like,
Listen,
I like to make people happy and laugh.
No,
and,
totally.
You know?
Well, that's the thing is
Yeah.
because people are like these people. I'm coming to these people because they provide an item or a service, and I'm here asking for that in exchange for fancy paper, right? So all that being factored in, it doesn't make sense for me to in turn be like, I'm addicted. No. I'm being helped. It's not. It doesn't work that way, and that's why it's just. Ooh, it's very aggravating. I think we're having more technical difficulties. This is a fantastic podcast.
Deep
I
breath.
can't even figure out how to use the internet. It's
Deep
great.
breath.
It's
We
just super
can't
time.
kill them all, so we might as well
And
just
I'm just
smile.
waiting for us to get kicked out again. This is going to be a fantastic day. There we go. And we're back in. Let's see what happens. Hello.
Why does it keep cutting out?
If I knew that, we would have a solution, lady. Okay?
I know,
No.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. This shit
No,
happens.
I get it, no.
No, I don't. You know what? And this is the thing is I like things. If this is how they're done, like today, Victoria went and got coffee first thing in the morning for me, and it was very nice of her. I'm assuming this is because of you. So it's just, I was like, why did you go get coffee? Well, I was trying to do something nice, and I'm like, why are you doing something nice for me? You know,
Heaven forbid your wife love you. Like,
I see. This is the thing is, I'm of the perception that it's like I have to be doing the nice things. So when the nice things are done to me, I'm like,
I get it.
what do you want?
Wow.
And I'm immediately suspect.
It's just blowing my mind because you're totally describing exactly how my weekend went last weekend. Because I do nice things for everybody. I'm the one, I will make sure you have everything in life that makes you happy. And as soon as somebody does something nice for me, I feel like they think that I can't do it. I'm fine. I can get my own damn fucking coffee.
And you're just like, what did you put in my
I didn't
coffee?
get up early enough for you? Like, I'd be like, what? I didn't get up early enough? You had to go get coffee without me? Like, I turned it into something. I get it.
And you're just like saying, going, what did you put in my coffee?
Aggravated by the whole situation. I'd be like totally aggravated. I got aggravated so much over the weekend, and it was really over shit that other people would be like, ah. And I'm like, dude, don't fucking touch my cooking shit. If I'm cooking shit, you don't need to come inspect it. Like,
it's none of your business.
36,
Fuck off.
I'm 37 years old. I know how to cook a fucking hamburger. Like, don't check to make sure I have the shit on.
Oh yeah, no, that's and that's why it's like when somebody does something for me, I'm like, what did you do to this? Why are you giving it to me?
Yeah.
And that's why it's like, and the funny thing is that
What do you want from me?
Well, and that's why it's complete craziness. There's no principle behind this.
Oh, yeah.
Now this is where it gets interesting. Is I go to Starbucks, going every day. I see the same people. I chat them up and everything. Now, once one was like, hey, this person didn't want this coffee anymore, but it's paid for. Do you want it? And for me, at first, I'm going, why? Why would someone pay for a coffee and not want it? That's weird, right? But to be nice, I say, oh, sure, that'd be really nice. Now, I wait to take a sip of the coffee until I've left the parking lot so nobody can see me. Now, that was an iced latte with coconut milk.
I love how fucked up you are.
Now, that's the thing is, when I took one sip of it, I realized that a iced latte with coconut milk tastes similar to vomit from the inside of someone's anus. Okay? And I personally like to vomit once. I don't like to vomit it into someone's anus and then eat it from there. It doesn't sound good. So I proceeded to open the cup, dump it out, close the cup up, and put it in my trash to be put in the recycling when I got home. And that's the thing is now when they're like, hey, there's an extra, I'm like, I don't care. I don't want it. I want what I ordered. I'm happy to pay whatever it is you charge for what I wanted, and I don't want anyone else's stuff. And it has nothing to do with you. It's a very kind gesture. It's just I'm like, okay, well now is my coffee gonna be messed up that someone has fucked with my coffee? Was this a distraction? And this is where the psychosis just keeps on going. I'm like, I have been distracted so that someone can pull a fast one on me. I am being surrounded by deceit and lies, and it's just this is
my
what
head
happens.
goes. They think I can't afford a coffee. I can buy my own fucking coffee. You know,
I will buy this whole fucking
where
store.
My head goes.
And that's,
my head goes. You think I can't take care of myself?
Well, and that's why it's like there's been times in certain retail situations where I can feel myself getting aggravated, and knowing. And having been witness to and on the receiving end of those Karen moments, which we all know what a Karen moment is, I say to myself, I'm like, people. You know what? No. Well, what I do is if I feel myself getting aggravated, I will leave the situation. Or I will try and smile and say, I'm really not enjoying this experience. I just like myself and I want to go. That's it. And I was just like, I'm really trying to be nice.
That?
Oh yeah, I'll be very listen, I'm just having a bad experience today. I don't know if it's me or what's going on. I don't hold you accountable. I just want what I want, and I just want to leave. That's all I want. And the problem is because this is, and I had to explain this to a few people years ago. Was we've all seen a woman freak out in a store. Okay, and now it's called being a Karen, but we've all seen that. Now, if someone that looks like a Eurotrash Shrek and is the size of an ogre starts to freak out, I don't get asked to leave. I get shot in the face, or I get tased by 13 people and then have the shit kicked out of me while I'm gyrating on the floor. So I cannot afford to lose my cool and stand there going, what the fuck is going on? Because all of a sudden I'll have 50 people shit their pants and go, oh my God, he's going to kill everybody. Because the fact is that if I were to lose control of a situation, the news would read tomorrow, fat guy goes crazy, kills 20 people. And I don't want that. I don't want to put that narrative forward. I want to say I am a kind, gentle giant, and I don't want to do anything wrong. That being said, I can still get aggravated in a situation and still get frustrated. So in those types of situations, I will just exit the situation. But you have to understand is that, especially in days like today, where I'm like, I don't like what's happening, it's very difficult for me to be like, hey, let's all just relax, take a deep breath, and everything will be fine. Because it's not fine. Someone's trying to kill me. I know they are.
I hate that. I think exactly like you, so I can't even talk you off this ledge. Because I'm like, I fucking get it.
Listen, if you talk me off the ledge, either I'm falling on you or I'm falling on the cement. There's no solution. I have to walk off the ledge.
No, because I'm like, fuck, I might push you in a minute. Like, you know, like my head's going. I'm like, I feel like I'm feeding off of you, because you know I've had not the most awesome 48 hours ever. So I'm like, but I'm a fake it till you make it kind of girl. I'm like, all right, I'm crying 1 second, I'm over it. I'm like, let's do this. And
you know what? And like that's the fucked up part about it is like, and so I was talking about this, and there has been a movement or trend, I guess you could call it, over the last few years. That when I haven't worked for an international bank for coming up on probably around 4 years. And when I did, like all large international companies, they would have what's called a Violence in the Workplace Act or education seminar that you have to do every year, that you have to sign off and be held accountable to. Now, it got to the point when I think about the year before I got fired, they had one, and what it said was...
You got fired? Were you embezzling money?
No.
Do you have a secret suitcase stashed somewhere, Dino? Are we going on vacation?
No, if I was going on vacation, I'd be going with my wife. So.
No, but and me. I'm like, and me.
You are small enough to fit into luggage. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Want to go to Greece? So,
Oh my god, so bad. Like, have you
It's great.
seen the Greek?
yeah, I've seen it. I've been there a couple times. Yeah.
Sorry, I've
take you
only
around, no problem.
watched
It's,
the jeans movie. The jeans that fit all those girls. That one of them goes to Greece too.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants is what you're talking about?
That's it. That's it. Like, that's it.
I don't know why I know that. Why do I know that, people?
I don't know. I think it's awesome.
I
It's
even
your
know what
vagina.
I know what that movie's about, and it bothers me. It bothers me that I know what that movie's about. Pants can't fit 4 people the same with 4 different body types. It's impossible. There's no magic rule to that.
They're stretchy pants. They're stretchy jeans.
I know stretchy jeans, thank you very much. I am a large person, and that's not how they work. They do not stretch in certain ways, okay? This is inaccurate. It's an inaccurate Hollywood narrative that no one can stand up to. It's bullshit. No. So, okay, let's go back. Okay, so
Let's come back.
I was fired because I butted heads with the wrong person, and it was a very difficult time in my life. It spiraled out of control, and it was horrible.
Shit happens.
I'm not allowed to talk about it because that's what happens when you go to court. So, that being said,
don't talk about it.
That being said, it got to the point where if you, in your own office, with no one around you, so your closed office, took your own pen and threw it on your desk out of frustration, was an immediately dismissible offense.
Fuck, I would have been fired right away.
So, now, that being said, and that's the thing is, that is a agenda that or trend that was going through many companies, to the point where a friend of mine had said how the company he was working for, the work crews were unionized, but the management was not. And there was one manager that the crew didn't really like, and he was a dick. There's no question about it. Like, it was obvious. He was a pencil pusher. He was an administrator. It's people that have no experience and are trying to lead. Now, but that same guy, out of frustration, took his pen and he was like, guys, just please, and threw it on the ground. 2 hours. 2 hours, and he was walked off the job.
Oh my fuck.
Now, and I'm not saying that that's okay or not okay. What I'm saying is, we are in a systemic force that is saying you're not allowed to be angry.
People have that much control, though, to change your whole life. It's that
correct.
Easy to change somebody's...
Yeah.
This is what bothers me so much, because it's happened to me a lot in the past little while. Actually, it's happened to me because I'm very good at getting something, but I'm really good at somebody taking it from me, too.
Oh, hold on. We're going to have to repeat that. I'm good at getting something, but I'm really good at people taking it away from me.
Well, because I do
awesome.
stuff. I do
I get exactly what you're saying.
Because people take my shit. Because I'm like, here, I'll spend 100 hours a week building this for you and creating this for you, and then and this has happened to me more than just once, because I put everything into something, and I'll do up 100%, not money, money and myself
time
into everything, and then the business gets great. Bam.
And suddenly you're out.
Well, and suddenly, I don't want to share that anymore, so I'm going to take over this all to myself. Well,
see, and this is
and
where...
I've never been able in the position, though, to have the bulk of it.
Yeah.
And that's what's fucked me every time. Because whenever I've gotten started, I've been the one with the idea and the work.
Yeah.
But not the money.
Well, and look, and that's realistically, I understand that perspective very, very, very well. And look, I was a financial advisor for many years, and I'll tell you right now, there was numerous amounts of times where ideas, processes, things, nobody gives a shit. They're like, oh, thanks. And this was the best part, whereas people were like, that's a great idea. Thanks. And you're like, well, can I at least get my name on it? They're like, no. Oh.
Yep.
Can I at least get like a letter or like credit for doing that? Like some sort of recognition? yeah, we thanked you. And I'm like, not publicly. Like, not, you didn't, you know? And that's why it's like, listen, even if somebody said, hey, you know what, we couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah.
And everyone said, wow, he was the guy who did that. That's incredible. Even that, I'd be like, you know what? At least everyone knows it, right? Because that's
That'd
an
be freaking
idea,
awesome.
right?
Yeah.
But no, people are like, no. Not only am I not going to give you public praise, I'm going to make sure no one thinks it was even possibly you. And you're standing going, what the fuck,
Oh,
man?
yeah.
Then why have I
Nobody
invested
could possibly think it's you. I get that because everybody's like, oh, well, nobody's going to think that Crystal would do it, you know. Oh well, you know. But the thing is, too, is that I take it now. I've learned at it because I've had some time, and now every time somebody gets mad at me or somebody takes my business, I'm like, my business was that fucking good that somebody wanted to take over it, and that's good. That means that you're kicked ass so bad, and then it fails because they're not you. They're not. You know, you're the one that made it. You're the one that created it. So. You did good.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I remember so many times that my father was people would I don't want to say attack, but they would try and badmouth him and say that he was an aggressor or something like that. And this is the thing is, so my dad, he had a strong accent, but you know he was a very educated man, so he had a large vocabulary. But sometimes there were times when you would have to strain to understand where his thought process was. Right? You could understand his words, but sometimes you couldn't follow along because in his mind he's thinking in Greek, so he has to translate it accurately and put it forward. Now, every time that happened, my father would be like, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. And he would always try, and he would take it and that was one of the things where even growing up in a very religious household, my dad was what tempered us, and that was a temper with knowledge, understanding, and doing your own research. So not just following a religion blindly going, oh, well, that's what everyone says. No, nobody cares what everyone says. It's what are you okay with? What do you understand it to mean? How are you progressing? And that was why my dad would wrong himself. If that would make someone feel good, he would happily wrong himself. That being said, every single time that someone did that, they ate all the dicks afterward. It was only a matter of time before there was one person tried to accuse my dad of, they said, what was the story? It was, they accused my brothers of something, of stealing, and my dad goes, okay, what's the value of what was stolen? Because he didn't even say, fuck you, my kids don't steal shit. It was your kid. Like, he was like, no, what did they steal? They said $3,000. He goes, okay, good. Here's a check, $3,000. Done. Good. And that family, the funny thing was, that family, it turned out in about, I think it was like a year or two's time, like, the husband and wife just fell apart. The kids just got into a really bad a group scenario and were just completely fell off the rails. And my dad never just said anything, just kept to himself. And that was something I always admired of him, is that he was like, no. If you feel victimized, I will happily say that I'm sorry and try and make amends. No problem. But every time that was falsely done, my dad would take it, he would turn the other cheek, and in turn, those people would eat all the dicks. And it hurt me that my dad couldn't go, because he was a better man.
Bet you, he was a better man. You know what? It probably made him feel better, though, because I've never turned around, and actually, I volunteered to help out people that have fucked me over. I did. I, honest to God, offered to help them out, okay? And for me, because I'm like, you know what? Business has been whatever. Like, I know that my business was so good that and I know that my ideas, and I know that I can grow, I can come up with something else, Like, I'm fine. Like, you're the one that has to steal ideas. And and plus, not only that, at the end of the day, if you can look at yourself in the mirror and actually know yourself, like, I don't feel, I've never intentionally hurt anybody. I've never, I don't steal from people. I'm not out to get people. Like, I don't have an ulterior motive. I live life to live life. That's it. Yeah. I don't have any back plan or nothing. I just want to live life, And I think that people, they end up you don't screw over the nice guys.
No. Well, and that's you know what the funny thing is, Crystal, with my own 2 ears, people that who's just every world just came crashing down after they wrongfully accused my father. Those same people, when their life was crashing, my dad would be like, "I feel so sad for them. I wish I could help them," and I'm like he wouldn't get any joy of them eating all the dicks. He would actually feel bad and go, "I wish I could have helped them more." And I'm like,
yeah.
Whereas, see, and that's why is you're standing there going, well, I'm willing to help again. Whereas, just so everyone knows, I am not like that. If you cross me, I will turn the other cheek and say, oh, I was wrong. Once. Yeah. The second time, yeah, nah, you can go fuck yourself. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you're a shit person. That's why. That's why somebody who points out goes, well, you did, okay. Can you prove it? Well, I could, but I won't. Okay, then go fuck yourself twice. Not once, twice. Yeah. Because I have no time for it.
I'm getting tired of people recently, but I just never was around people. I've never been around people this much, really. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what?
Only for work, and that's it.
I don't have like 7 messages through Facebook Messenger that are like 6 pages long explaining that. I never would have thought that, Crystal. Seriously, I would have messaged him going, what
You're
the
my
fuck
only
is
friend
this?
right now.
You need to pick better friends. You need to pick better friends. You really need a better friend process. I'm throwing it out there. I'm not a nice person. I've been pretending to be nice for very many years.
He is nice.
Lies. All lies. I am an evil man.
You should see my messenger. It's all words of encouragement. The guy has a bigger pussy than I do. Like, ew, mine's not big. So it's definitely like, wait a second.
That entire sentence must be stricken from the record. I do not own a vagina. It is against the law to own a vagina in that fashion, and I do not. And I want to be very clear about it.
I have not been so emotional as I have been the past few days with you. Because he's like, it's okay to feel that way. It's okay. You should let it out. Don't bear it. I'm like, dude, I was cool, like, being like, I got this and crying myself to sleep like a normal fucking human being. But no, Dino's got me crying like a little bitch. And now I'm like messaging his wife because now I feel guilty for playful. I'm like, Dino.
I don't know what's happening. This is the problem.
I could have swore that you.
What?
You told me you're like if there's something you should talk to Victoria first. So I'm like,
it was
shit. I should probably talk to Victoria. I was like.
So this comes down to it is what I said was if something like that happens, I will tell you that you need to talk with Victoria. Now, I appreciate your due diligence and proactive nature.
We shouldn't have private conversations, though, like that about your wife. Like about, it should be, because that's just weird.
No, it's not a private conversation. No. I love my wife. Everyone knows that. Actually, it's funny that there's... I have an assortment of friends. There are various groups of friends, and especially a few years ago, more so. Not so much now, as I've become less active socially because I've been focusing on comedy. But
he's got me.
Nah, that's definitely not what it is. Okay, so how about that? So, but it's because I'm trying to work every single night. So it's like people are like, hey, let's get together on the weekend. I'm like, yeah, I'm busy, right? And a lot of times people are like, let's go for dinner before your show. And I'm like, I don't really eat before a show because number one, I'm fat and I get indigestion because I'm too fat, and so I don't really like that. I'll eat afterward, but then it's a whole big thing. Anyways. But the fact is that there were a few times where Victoria would make sure to invite all of my close friends from all of the different groups that I associate with, so that we would be at a table with like 40 people. And it was very rewarding to me. The funny thing is, why is this? Okay, somebody's trying to call me and they're going to get declined. There we go. So what happened was, those were great things. But the funny thing is that so many of those people have cried in my arms, or really we've gotten through something really heavy for them that I'm like,
we would never do that in person. We will never cry in person. Just so you know. You don't have to worry about that.
I believe the term is famous last words that people have said many a times that
If I cry in front of you, slap me in the face. I give you permission ahead of time to slap me in the face and be like, you are in public. Like, even if I'm not in like public. Like, I want you to slap me in the face. I don't like to cry in front of people.
Let's be honest now, okay? Let's give something as an example. We say, okay, so we have a standard
on
mug
camera
here.
yesterday.
We have a standard mug here, and we have my giant hand. If I slap Crystal with this for her to get a grip, yeah, that's called intent to murder.
Hammer me slap. You don't have to hammer me slap, just like awareness slap. It's like if you see me go home with somebody that I really shouldn't go home with, which doesn't usually happen. I'm not a one-night stander. But like if you see me making a bad man decision, give me a little, bam. I'm cool with it.
Let's be very clear.
Sometimes a woman needs to be told.
I have never hammered Crystal. Let's be very clear on that. And I would ask that you choose your words a little wiser.
Oh, not like
I've never hammered her. So
whoa, to Captain Dirty Mind.
That's the other thing is, if you are going home with somebody, I'm not going to say anything. Just to be very clear.
No, please do. Because chances are I'm not into it. Because I don't usually do that.
So the funny part is right now is that I can see you, but all you're doing is this. It's very funny for me.
All I can see, all you're doing right now is this. Okay. You're frozen like this.
I have no idea what's happening right now. We're almost through.
I can see me
there
moving.
We go. No, and then we got kicked out, and we're back. There we go.
We're back.
So, during that time, while you were talking, essentially your screen froze, so you were like this. It was exceptionally funny.
And your screen was frozen, and you were like this. Like you had your shoulders up like this and your head down like that. You were doing your turtle. I like it. I like it. Okay, so we got to talk about something because you got this sourpuss on, and I'm bound to get this off because now I know.
I don't appreciate anyone getting me off on camera, but let's talk anyway. That's just my thing. And this was our last episode, everyone. We're going to be kicked off the internet very soon, but just remember that we brought it to you first, and we're here to butter your bones. I like the fact
that you're letting your dick face out right now. You know, like you're getting your moodiness out right now.
I have an appropriate nose for my face. I do not have a dick face. Thank you very much. I do not have a dick nose. I do not have a bald chin.
Dick face mood. It's a dick face mood. So
that's true.
You just said that we're not best friends, and you know that I don't have friends, so you know I'm gonna make this weird, and you know that I'm gonna
I'm gonna hang myself with a measuring tape. I'm just gonna this and
hey, you chose me. You remember that?
Stop throwing it in my face.
You're like, this seems like a good idea. You should have knew from the giggle. This was not going to be a good idea.
I think everyone's seen that meme where it's like that little cartoon dog sitting in a room that's on fire saying, I'm fine, thanks. That's my life. That's my life today. Today I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. It's just, there's a little, maybe we should open a window. Maybe. It's okay. It's a little, the temperature is there. Anyways, so... Yes,
I was this close to slitting my wrist today. No, I'm kidding. I'm not really suicidal, people. Please don't say me.
Can't say that. People really get weirded out. And listen, in this day and age, people will be like, how dare you say that and not prove it? You're like, whoa! Just everybody calm down.
Dude, I've gone through that dark time. I'm over it. I'm good.
Way to keep it light, Crystal. Thanks a lot. Holy shit. God damn.
I used to use that Brad Pitt line when he's like, are you suicidal? He's like, only when I wake up in the morning. That used to be my line.
Yay, comedy. We're going to just laugh everything away.
Well, this is, and you dig that shit deep down there. And you just keep it there and you never let it out. Because fuckers. That's why you get your dick face off right now. You get your dick. Oh god.
Her screen is now frozen again and she's going it's very funny on my side.
So is yours.
And I can hear her
Yours- but
giggling.
They
Oh,
don't
that's the
know
best part.
this, so just go with it.
Oh,
but
God,
now
I
I
hate these
can't hear
pauses.
him. He's got a face.
Okay.
He's like this. And mine's been
The
fine.
problem, so I'm laughing, so
once.
you guys can know this. The only thing
It's
I've
his new
heard is
fancy
dick
computer.
face and laughing. So
Fancy computer. I wonder if he can see this, because that'd be hilarious.
now I can see you. So I explained to my camera the only thing that I've seen that I can hear is you giggling, and then you said dick face, and I'm like, this has gone out. This has gone to shit now. I don't know what to do.
It's so funny, because I'm like, because you were frozen, and then it went black, and I'm like, it's his new fancy computer. Fancy computer. What is going on? You're having the day that I had yesterday today.
God damn it.
I believe that is the case. I'm sorry that I passed on this curse. I was just...
All I got was, you see? And then, sorry I passed on this curse, and I'm going, what the fuck did you just say? God damn it. So now Crystal has performed witchcraft and given me a curse, and I didn't even know it. I'm just joking. That's fine. I
No, because
appreciate
I said
it.
you're having the day I was having yesterday. When I broke the fuck down, and I'm like,
and I was
nothing
like,
would work.
there.
Yeah,
there.
that's when he was sending me all his vagina messages. It's okay to cry.
They were not vagina messages.
Ba ba ba. It's okay to have emotion. No, it's not okay to have emotion. It's not.
That's
God
false.
damn it.
Emotions are okay. I am a man
No,
and I
they're
have
not.
emotions. No.
Yeah, you do.
Listen, you know how long it took me to have emotions?
Girlfriend.
Fuck you, asshole.
I'm the worst person to have emotions in front of, because I will make fun of you till the end. I'm like, oh, I see your tampon string.
This is such bullshit. Oh, fuck you, you son of a bitch. It's not fair. You know what? Okay, so I was, you know what? I will admit that when I was younger, I was very, things are black and white. Things are very definitive in my mind. And I was very harsh and abrasive, and I wasn't as educated as I come across as now. And, you know, it took me a long time to realize that I can have emotions. And in turn, that has resulted in now Crystal making fun of me for having emotions, which I don't think is very nice.
I'm dead
I don't think it's very
inside.
nice. And she's
It's
frozen
just 'cause
again,
I'm
so
dead
this
inside.
is fantastic. She can't hear any of it. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. I love it.
I can. I'm listening to you. I'm
fuck
listening
my
to you.
life.
I can hear
I
you.
love technology. Technology is great. It's our
I
best
can
friend,
hear
isn't it?
you. He
And
is
can
in
you hear
some
me
kind
yet?
of fucking mood tonight. Oh, I can hear you the whole time.
Did you hear any of that?
I heard the whole thing. The whole thing. You're like, fuck
don't
my
think you
life.
heard
This
any.
is technology. I heard the whole thing. You're like, fuck my
Okay.
life. This is technology. And you're
That's good.
and I told him, I'm like, well, he is in some kind of mood today, folks.
I am in quite a mood. That's true.
You're
that's the
a
thing
bear
is-
today, baby.
Rawr.
Rawr.
That's all I got. No, listen.
That's all I got.
I don't know. It's very confusing to me. But this is
It's because
what's
I
happened.
fucked it up.
No. I don't put that on you. I'm being trying to be funny
Yeah.
and facetious and just
Be funny.
It's everything is my fault and I'm
Say
gonna
something
die.
fucking funny then. If you were trying to be funny, say something funny. Tell me a joke. Don't you hate when people do that? Oh, you
Yes.
did comedy? Tell me a joke. I never got that
Well,
until I started doing comedy.
What I love to do is just say, guy walks into a bar. Ouch. That's it. And they just go, well, that's not that funny. I'm like, I don't care.
That is funny.
It is. It's actually, it's a very classic joke. It's very funny. I don't even know who wrote it, but I think it's hilarious. And that's, the alternative for that
think it's
is me
really
saying
true.
that I tell people, I'm like, it's very true. A guy walks into a bar. Ouch. It's very simple and concise and everything. But, How are you today, Crystal? Since we've spent about 50 minutes talking about me, you got like 3 minutes to talk about yourself. That's nice, right? Because apparently I can't shut the fuck up, so that's nice.
It's only been 3 podcasts.
Yeah, it's only been 3 podcasts. It's of me non-stop talking the whole time. I think I'm going to write poetry until I cry myself to sleep tonight. It'll be great. It'll be...
Fuck, I hope I'm not, like, sending you good vibes. I'm like... Now you're
no one send me any vibes. I do not accept likes and vibes unless it's for this video. Then I accept likes. I accept likes and comments all the time.
And subscribes.
And sharing.
I don't want to talk about me anyways.
The shit of it. You don't want to talk about you? That's okay. I'll tell you a funny story.
I'm dead.
I'll tell you a funny story. So Victoria and I do this thing. So when we started dating, it was a week after Valentine's Day. So the following year, I discussed with her. I said, listen, I couldn't afford buying you something nice for Valentine's Day and buying you something nice for our anniversary. My opinion is Valentine's Day is bullshit anyway, so I'd rather celebrate our anniversary. And she was like, yeah, that's cool. So what we do every year for Valentine's Day is our budget is $13. We go out, we dress up nice. We'll go out for fast food.
Why is it $13? Can I ask
just
that?
Just randomly.
That's a random number.
It's just cheap.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So we'll do that. We go out for fast food, that's the thing is, everyone knows if you go to a fancy restaurant on Valentine's Day, it's going to be overpriced, shit service. It's a horrible evening. So we go to a fast food place. We'll dress fancy though, and it's usually completely empty. We went to A&W and they like came and brought us refills at our table and everything was awesome. And then we'll watch a scary movie. That's our Valentine's Day usually. And I'll tell you this is the gift price limit of $13. It has to be something that you made yourself. So I've made Victoria out of construction paper. I've made her a card, which I subsequently found on the floor after a couple of years. That was nice. I've made her a flower out of construction paper. But the worst gift, I wrote her a poem, and it was the fucking worst thing I have ever written in my life. So I just wanted to make sure people didn't actually think that I was going to write poetry until I go to sleep.
Do you got it?
That's fucking weird. But
do you got the poem?
Yeah,
are you going to tell us the poem?
It's a funny story.
Well, tell us the poem.
And now she's frozen again, and I could just fucking eat shit and die.
Tell us the poem.
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
Oh my god, I can still hear you. It's your bad vibes.
Hope that she's
it's
talking
your negative
and I'm not just
vibes.
going on dead air.
I am talking.
At the end of the podcast.
There we go. He's so negative. Okay. You are Captain Negative, and you are putting those Captain Negative vibes out there. I heard that the whole time, and I saw your miserable face, and I swear to goodness, I will drive to where you live and give you raspberries right now.
If you ever come at me like this, going, I'm gonna palm your head, and then play Hulk smash with it. Just so you know. Okay, so we're just about done. Let's do a little.
45 minutes.
It was the worst poetry I've ever written in my life. I'm not good at poetry. It. I don't know. I think I've destroyed ever. No, I don't know. It was years ago. Are you kidding me? It was when we were dating. It was probably like we were.
I remember Mike McCarthy's poem. In grade 6.
Mike McCarthy was a douche.
Remember, roses are red, violets are blue card. I want to hear your poem. I hope you find that.
I hope I don't. I hope it's gone with the annals of time. So let's talk motivation.
I hope Victoria has it. Yes.
Motivation,
really Dino. What's your motivational thought of the day?
Sometimes things don't go as planned. That is an opportunity to challenge yourself and achieve greatness. It is a very difficult thing to maintain perspective on, and it is something that comes with time and tribulation. What's most important is that we keep our wits about us and adapt to any sort of thing that may arise. We're stuck in a situation where we don't know what tomorrow will bring. We have a campaign of fear being put forth by many organizations, including the media and our elected officials. We have personal attacks happening and people trying to remain blameless that are riddled with guilty accusations on a daily basis. And these are times that we have never experienced before. That in no way, shape, or form means that we cannot persevere and progress. And we have to keep in mind that our ultimate goal has to be that we push through towards success and achieving the goals that we have always intended to achieve. That being said, it's very important, especially now, that we take extra care to consider those around us, and to make sure that those around us are respected by ourselves as well. Because if we don't do things like that, then it's very important that we may feel that our connections to one another are being lost. And right now, the most important thing to our well-being, progress, and achieving our goals is the support and care of the people around us, and that's where we need to focus. I think that's it. I know you missed quite a bit of that because we had another little technical glitch, but luckily I was just spewing dog shit out of my mouth, so it was okay.
It's okay.
I think Crystal's frozen again. This is fantastic, but let's see here. Hopefully she can hear me. So normally, guys, as always, I've been Dino the Genetic Marvel. You can find Crystal Morency, my co-host, on Simply Me on YouTube. You can find her as well on Facebook under Crystal Morency, and Instagram as well, so that you can always identify or find new stuff. We try and post every day, and we are going to progress in that fashion. So I just want to let everybody know that you can always find me on Dino the Genetic Marvel on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I have a fan page. And as well, Morning Motivational Rant has an Instagram account. It's just Morning Motivational Rant, and a YouTube channel. And we're going to keep on posting. But I believe my system has shut down because technology has been a great friend to us today. But guys, we will see you tomorrow, and hope all is well. Bye.